Brand new details about the terror suspect wanted for bombings in New York and New Jersey. The suspect of a massive FBI manhunt. What a day yesterday was, and it ended like this for him in a shootout with police. His hatred for America, his previous run-ins with the law, his trips overseas, all of that coming to the forefront now in terms of analyzing who he is, what he was up to, was he acting alone, was he part of a larger terror conspiracy? All of those are part of the ongoing investigation now as we welcome you to another hour of America's Newsroom this morning. I'm Martha McCown.
And I'm Bill Hemmer. Good morning. A store owner calling police after spotting the suspect sleeping in his doorway, and then the gun battle ensued. Rahami quickly apprehended after officers took him down.
The bomber leaving a trail of clues leading to his arrest, but his path to radicalization is what we are starting to learn about now.
We are also looking at these 3 trips that Mr. Ahmad took to Pakistan and Afghanistan, 3 separate trips. And when he came back, reportedly had radicalized upon his return to the United States. This is such a classic scenario where radicalization takes place when they come back, and yet it's not reported to authorities.
That from last hour. This hour now, Leland Vitter back live in Newark, New Jersey. Leland, good morning there. What's the latest on his condition? Let's start there.
Well, good morning to you, Bill. Ahmed Rahami behind me at University Hospital in Newark, the same place that the police officers who he shot were brought as well. Rahami still in the hospital from his gunshot wounds to the shoulder, but feeling well enough to have his mug shot taken. $5.2 million of bail. That's on the charges of shooting and trying to kill those police officers. The federal charges for placing those bombs up and down the eastern seaboard will follow later. Big questions, as you point out, to the issue of these trips to Afghanistan and 1 trip to Pakistan. Why perhaps was he not questioned more harshly when he returned to the United States? Was there things for people to have learned at the airport when he returned? The other question, as we have yet another ambulance passes here in Newark, as it comes to the issue of his wife that he married while in Pakistan. She came back to the United States. Latest report from the LA Times says she left the United States for Pakistan in the hours after the bombing and has been detained in the United Arab Emirates. Still trying to get more information on that, as the FBI today was back at First American Fried Chicken. That is the restaurant owned by the family. FBI agents in and out of not only the fried chicken place, but also the apartment upstairs where Ahmad Rahami lived. And as the FBI pointed out, while they think they have their man and aren't looking for anyone else, there are still so many more questions, Bill, about where did he learn to make these devices, and if he had any contact with any foreign terrorist groups, Bill. Great questions.
Where is the FBI's investigation on this now? Where does it go next?
Well, to that point, they're looking at his computers, they're looking at his social media, they're looking at his network of friends. One thing we found on one of his brother's social media pages, a picture of some militants who clearly looked like they were Islamic radicals with this quote: "I bring men who desire death as ardently as you desire life." Now, that is a quote from his brother's Facebook page, and the big question for the FBI now is, with all these dots from Afghanistan to Pakistan to social media, did they miss something?
There's nothing to indicate that currently he was on our radar. We had a report of a domestic incident some time ago. That was the allegations were recanted, and I don't have any other information. We'll keep digging.
And also, obviously, as they increase this dragnet bill and continue to look, they're also seeing if there's anybody else out there who may have helped Rahami in terms of building these devices, placing them, or his time on the run, which was about 52 or so hours. Back to you.
Thank you, Leland. Leland Vittert live there in Newark.